Greetings everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Shalini and I'm excited to have all of you here, both new and familiar faces, joining me on this journey of spiritual growth. Thank you for your continued support and for embracing the divine wisdom. Your presence is highly appreciated. Now let's dive into today's session. I'm sharing about Manas Pooja, the concept in ancient scriptures but lost its importance as was never discussed and highlighted. So let's begin. In the realm of spirituality, the concept of mental worship holds profound significance. It's a practice that transcends physical boundaries and temple visits, offering a direct connection to the divine within us. As a seeker, I have delved into the depths of this practice and have witnessed its transformative power. Mental worship, that is also known as Manas Puja, is in some traditions involves engaging in rituals, prayers, and devotion solely within the realm of the mind. This practice signifies a shift from external rituals to internal contemplation, allowing us to connect with the divine presence that resides within all of us. Through mental worship, one can experience a heightened sense of intimacy with the divine, their Ishta. Meditation is a form of mental worship. Here I'm sharing some beautiful benefits you may have when connect with divine by Manas Puja or mental worship. Connecting the divine within mind helps us to build deep personal connection with our Isht or deity or divine, irrespective of any religion we follow. By engaging our thoughts, our emotions, and intentions, we create a sacred space within all of us where we pray to divine. This connection helps us in understanding divinity. Many of us do that unknowingly but are not aware of its results, like when we pray before exam, we ask help before any difficult task. These all are part of the mental worship we do to our Ishta Devata. Another benefit is that it helps in transcending physical boundaries. Temples are often regarded as physical spaces where the divine is present, like I mentioned in my previous video. However, mental worship allows us to break physical limitations and allows us to connect regardless of any location. This is valuable for those who are unable to visit temples due to various personal reasons like diseases, lack of resources, etc. And in current era, it helps us to save the planet from traveling pollution. As I mentioned in one of my video, I will link that video in the description box too. For example, virtual temple darshan, online freedom from Kal Sarp dosha, Mangalik dosha, cow shelter help, etc. are the part of the mental worship. Next benefit is that it increases our focus and concentration. Mental worship needs attention and concentration. It teaches us to channel our thoughts and emotions towards the divine, cultivating mindfulness and inner peace. This attention fosters a deeper state of meditation, promoting mental clarity and tranquility. Mantra chants are one of the techniques of mental worship or mental devotion. What precautions we must take while practicing this mantra chant, I've already made a video on that. You can check the link up here and in the description box too. Another benefit of mental worship is it helps in better visualization and imagination. Now listen carefully. Mental worship encourages the use of visualization and imagination. By visualizing your Ishta deity, we create vivid mental images that strengthens our connection with them. This practice ignites the power of our imagination, making the divine presence more palpable. Although this practice also has a drawback of hallucination or creative visualization. In the era of information overload, that can hamper and misdirect the whole process, and the seeker can fall into loops. For a daily example, after listening to someone else's experience, we may start to create the similar visuals, but those are only creative visuals with mundane energies. That can misguide us and put us on a different path altogether. Many seekers, in order to fasten up their journey, even though they are advanced in their sadhana, but were not able to aware of this trap. I have recently handled a case where a person called himself an evolved being, but was hallucinated by distorted energies who are harassing the person. That's why in this process we need gurus or professional guidance. And that's the biggest trap. And this is the answer of one of my subscribers who asked me on this channel. Next benefit of mental worship is it helps in cultivating devotion. Devotion lies at the core of mental worship. The practice fosters a sincere and pure heart, nurturing devotion and love for the divine. This devotion fuels our spiritual journey and enhances our sense of purpose and fulfillment. For example, our ancestors used to keep their children's name on the name of their beloved deity. For example, in Hindu names, Saraswati, Hari Om, Indu, Ganga, Sandhya, Suraj, Mahalakshmi, Nagendra, Ramdas, Hanuman, etc. And why was that? So that they can recite the name of their loving Ishta all the time. That's a true devotion. Another benefit of mental worship is that it helps in remembering divine with flexibility and freedom of accessibility without any bias. Nowadays, due to darkness in the mind, people manipulate the access to divine sanctuaries based on the prosperity and influence of the devotee. That is not fair for the world. Sometimes these temples are not accessible to all, regardless of their physical abilities or circumstances. So, mental worship is a practice that can be integrated into daily life. Many Hindus do that actually, offering a continuous channel of connection to the divine as per our conveniences. Lighting a candle, mala jap are also some of the practices for the same. By consistently calling and remembering the names of the divine, individuals often experience inner transformations. This practice also instills virtues such as patience, gratitude, compassion, and humility that helps us in overcoming negative traits and in cultivating a positive and virtuous character. This character building is based on purity. It's a practice that empowers us to take charge of our spiritual evolution and connect directly with the divine essence within. By nurturing this practice, we can embark on a transformative journey that leads to self realization and inner peace, regardless of our physical location or circumstances. The best benefit it has is the arrival of divinity in your home. With the help of Manas Puja, we can avoid creating too much crowd on the sanctuaries of deity that makes easier for them to visit our home. And who doesn't want divines visit in their homes? I want for sure, right? We build the best connection with our divine when they are spending time with us only. Why meet in a crowd when we can invite them to our home? Isn't it? So with this amazing message, I finish this video here with a prayer in my heart that may my gurus and divine energies bless you too. If you have any questions or comments, you can write them down in the description box. You will receive your answers at the perfect divine timing. Looking forward to seeing you in my next video. Signing off. Much love. Namaste.